How's it going, everybody? Today we are jumping back in Scum and we are going to take a look at all the unique rewards that we can unlock by completing quests over at the new Master Trader. Now we can of course find the new Master Trader at any outpost over at the grotto, and he has a lot of new quests for us, and whenever we complete a quest we can get fame, cash money, and then an item as well. And today we are going to take a look at all those unique items. But when it comes to the quests, most of them are centered around the new zombie animals, and we actually have a nice map on the wall next to the trader showing us where these new zombies can spawn. So that map is very useful whenever we pick up a quest. And speaking of quests, whenever we complete a quest, the reward or the item that we get as a reward will actually be in the trader's inventory and we can pick it up from there. But if we somehow lose it, we can get it once again. It actually becomes available to purchase. Initially these reward items are locked, but once we complete a quest and unlock that item, it will become available to purchase from the trader. And as I've mentioned earlier, today we are going to take a look at all the rewards that we can get by completing quests at the Master Trader. Alright, so I think I've managed to unlock all the unique rewards that we can get by completing quests over at the Master Hunter Trader, and I've actually sorted them here in this chest. So in the first chest we have the tier 1 rewards, in the second chest we have the tier 2 rewards, and then here in the final chest we have the tier 3 rewards. And when it comes to tier 1, we can actually get some pretty interesting items as a reward. So we can get a bow, the hunter's bow, and then we can also get a scope. Now it says that this scope here is for a crossbow, which again we can get as a reward, but we can put it on different weapons as well. For example, we can put it on this M16 here if we want. So let's do this for now. We can also get the deer skull charm. Then we can get the ridgeline bait feeder. We can also get a quiver, the hunting quiver, which can hold about 5 kilograms. And then we can get the Master Hunter trousers, which can hold, I think, about 1.5 kilograms. Right over here. But yeah, check it out. This right here is the bow. And I believe we can actually put this charm on it, the deer skull charm. We should be able to put it right over here. Check it out. Nice. And then when it comes to the scope, as I've said, it says that it's for a crossbow, but we can put it on a weapon as well. For example, on the M16 right over here. Check it out. This is the scope, which actually looks pretty cool. And then we have the bait feeder, which is like, it's just like a regular bait feeder, but it looks like it's got some camo on it, some camo netting. And then when it comes to the quiver and the pants, these are the Master Hunter trousers, and then the quiver is on our back right over here next to the bow. And these are all the wearable items that we can get as a reward from the tier 1 quests, but we also have a craftable item. We get a recipe for a craftable item, and the craftable item is this one right over here. It's the deer skull trophy, which we can place in a base. And yes, this right here is our base, and we don't have any walls on this side because, well, because the video game doesn't want to let me put walls on that side there. I did try my best to make a proper base. It didn't quite work out, but I tried. So right here, if you want to put a wall right here, right, we get one of these twig walls, and then we want to place it. It says that the area is restricted. I guess maybe we're too close to the road or something, but the video game just doesn't want to let me put a wall right here. It lets me put one right here though. Yeah, that's why we don't have any walls here, because the video game just doesn't want to let me. But yeah, when it comes to the trophy, we should be able to put it on the wall right here and check it out. And then when it comes to the tier 2 rewards, we have them in this chest right over here. And check it out, we have the Master Hunter boots. Then we have the Hunter crossbow. We also have a knife. Then we have the Hunter monocular. And lastly, we have the boar skull charm. And let's see here. Before we do anything with this crossbow, let's actually take the scope from the M16, because as I've said, this is for this crossbow right here. So let's do this really fast. Drop this. Pick this up, and let's add the scope, which I don't know where it went. Did I put it back on the M16? The heck? Did I take this off? Here we go, here we go. Alright. So we do this, and then we do this. And check it out, this right here is the scope with the crossbow. That's the scope right there, and then we have the crossbow, Master Hunter trousers, and then these are the boots right here that we just equipped, which they actually look pretty cool. The whole Master Hunter outfit looks very interesting, and we can actually unlock it all. We can get, you know, the boots, the pants, and then the jacket as well. Not bad. And then let's see here. What about the charm? We got the boar skull charm, which I don't know if we can put on the crossbow here. No, we cannot put it on the crossbow. Can we put it on the bow? Let's see. I think we should be able to replace this one with this one right over here. Maybe not. Hold on a second. So the deer skull charm works on the bow, but the boar skull charm does not. Can I put it on the shari? I cannot. Can we put it on the M16? Seems like they have some restrictions as well. No, that doesn't work on the M16 either. Or is it maybe bugged or something? It doesn't seem like I can put it on the bow or... Oh, I can put it on the shotgun? No, I cannot. There's something wrong with this one. Can we just hold it in our hands? No, we cannot do that either. What the heck? Is the charm busted? Just drop it on the floor here real fast. Since we can't equip it, we can just use the camera to take a quick look at it. Check it out, that's it right there. Alright. And then let's see here. We also have the knife, which is this one right over here. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's the hunter knife right there. And we have... What is this on top here? Is that an alligator skull or a wolf skull? And then we also have the hunter monocular, which we can equip right over here. And if we have batteries in the monocular, we can actually turn on the night vision. So we can turn off right now because it's daytime. Right, and at night we can actually use the night vision on this thing if we have batteries. And I don't think it does anything else besides, you know, this and the night vision, as far as I can tell. It can't like measure the range in between us and a certain object. And check it out, this is how the night vision looks at night. So it's pretty useful. We can see pretty well by the looks of it. So these are all the wearable items that we can get from the tier 2 quests, but just like the tier 1 quests, for the tier 2 quests, we can get a craftable item as well. And is that a bear all the way in the back there? What the heck? You know, we didn't actually get a zombie bear with this update. We got the zombie wolf, the zombie deer, and then the zombie boar, but we didn't get a zombie bear. And hopefully we are going to get one with one of the next Into the Wild updates, because I feel like a zombie bear like boss would be pretty cool to have in the video game. But yeah, when it comes to the craftable item, it is this one right over here. We have the boar skull trophy, right? Which again, it looks very interesting, just like the deer skull trophy. And then we also have a chandelier. We've got the deer skull chandelier, which we can place on, you know, the ceiling here. So we can do this, and then we can do that. And check it out. Alright, so those were the tier 1 and tier 2 rewards. And then when it comes to tier 3, check it right out. We have quite a few different things here, including the Master Hunter jacket, which we can equip right here. Then we have this compound bow. We also have a Master Hunter knife, and then we have another charm, which is the Wolf Skull charm. And check it out, we now have the entire Master Hunter outfit. We have the jacket, the pants, and the boots, and the jacket can hold about 5 kilograms here. And let's take a quick look at it as well. And check it out, that right there is the entire Master Hunter outfit. Well, almost the entire outfit. We don't have the mask. I haven't seen that item listed in the patch notes, and I haven't seen it as a reward in the quests that I've done so far. And I don't think it's in the inventory of the trader either, where we can buy stuff. But yeah, that's the Master Hunter outfit. And then this is the bow that we can get as a tier 3 reward. And then let me see here, what about the charm. Can we put the charm on the bow? We can, and check it out. It's right on the front there. That's the wolf's skull charm right there, which does look pretty interesting. It looks like the charms are made out of metal. Then we got the Master Hunter knife as well, which is this small one right here. It does look pretty interesting. Does it have horses on it? Oh yeah, check it out. It's got some horses on it. Alright. And of course, just like with the other two tiers, we also get some craftable items. We have the Wolf's Skull trophy right over here. And then we can also make a bed. We've got the Hunter double bed, which we can place in our base right here. And check it out. Nice. So these are all the craftable items, or these are all the recipes that we get for completing tier 1, 2, and 3 quests. We can craft that thing there, that thing over there, that thing, this thing, and then this chandelier. And there we have it. These are all the rewards that we can get by completing the new quests. Do please let me know down below what you guys think about them. And thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below. And I will see you in the next video.